All right, y'all. So we got Carlos King today with a message to the community stating that we shouldn't be worried about tops and bottoms or masculine and feminine no more. So, hey, what y'all think? Check this out.
After 35 years old, this is real talk. We have to get out of this mentality of what our type is. And you have to start dating people who may not fit the physical description.
I get that.
And what you have to do is, you don't really know somebody after one or two dates.
Okay.
You have to keep dating them and dating them. And in my community, I'll speak to my community, the gay community. We just have to get out of this like, oh, top, bottom, masculine, feminine. That shit is old after 35 years old. You got to find somebody who you can connect with. Somebody who...
That's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
So the guys I'm seeing now, they're definitely guys who I wouldn't date who I would not have dated in my 20s, but I'm also not the same person in my 20s.
First, let me just say this. I feel like the gay community is very hypocritical when it comes to this topic. Every time someone talks about this, they say how we need to stop talking about that, tops and bottoms and masculine and feminine, but it's literally the first thing all of us address. When we meet each other, it's the first boxes we checking off, because that's what you determine if this is going to be a friend or a dude that I'm going to consider somebody to date, etc., or if I'm going to hook up with them. We always go into those two things first in our mind, top or bottom, masculine, feminine. So although I agree that with his total statement of that we do need to stop focusing on that so much, it's kind of hard to in a heteronormative lifestyle where, you know, we come from, you know, we know man and woman. That's what we knew from the jump. So it's kind of hard to segregate it. But here's what I think that he's trying to say. When it comes to feminine flamboyant dudes, he is saying that y'all need to stop judging each other, making it like y'all should only be friends because another dude is feminine and flamboyant or not your type aesthetically. You should still give people an opportunity in the dating field that you are not attracted to. Now, I got two ways to look at this. One, I agree that as feminine, flamboyant dudes, y'all are going to have to do that more so than anybody because otherwise y'all will end up single simply because the majority is feminine and flamboyant. So if you're going to be one of them and then say you don't want one of them, that's where you're going to lose, okay? You cannot be one of those and then not accept one of those as a date or a potential boyfriend or something. So if you're feminine, flamboyant, and you only looking for masculinity, well, then you are most likely going to have to do what he said and lessen down your standards. I shouldn't say lessen down. Change your standards to where it'll benefit you more because what you want does not want you like that. I know that a lot of y'all might say that yes, they do, but they do not. The ones that want y'all are the ones that's battling with their sexuality. They have not come to terms with their sexuality, or they don't want to accept themselves for who they are. So they'll go with a trans preferably because that makes them feel like, okay, I'm not really gay because this is, you know, somebody who wants to be a woman. Then the next step would be a feminine flamboyant dude because, yeah, although this is a man, they are obviously less than me. I'm definitely going to be the dominant because I'm, you know, more masculine than them. So they automatically feel like, you know, you are somebody that is, you know, going to submit to them. So it's an easy thing. They come through, get their nut, and then you feel like they're interested in you. That is not interest, okay? Interest is when somebody is taking you serious, looking at you as a human being, and wanting to take you beyond the bedroom and stuff, okay? This is not an attack to feminine flamboyant guys at all, but I have to say it how it is and call a spade because the sugar-coated form doesn't get through to y'all. Y'all still think that y'all are like the most valuable or y'all are still very valued. I'm not saying that y'all not valued at all because I have seen some guys say that they prefer y'all, but it's so far and few in between. And they don't be cuffing y'all. A lot of those guys that be preferring feminine flamboyant dudes, they do not have their shit together mentally, okay? They are dealing with themselves, battling themselves. They never come to terms with themselves. They stay DL forever. I don't know. It's a bunch of issues with them. And that's the reason why with the majority of them, okay? When I say them and this and that, I'm talking about majorities, okay? the majority of guys that go for feminine flamboyant dudes just trying to smash. That is not interest. That is lust. Okay? Someone can lust after you, not respect you, not see you as a human, not care about you at all. That is not interest. Okay? The guys that do prefer femmes and they do take them seriously, I have not seen them like that. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't say that they don't exist because I know everything happens under the sun. But it's not common. It's very far and few in between. I don't see it happening like that. And that's because the majority of y'all are also, how's two feminine dudes gonna do something? How's two dudes that want to be the girl gonna do something? How? So a lot of bottoms were commenting under this and was like, how, Carlos, like, what we gonna do, bump purses? Like, but y'all should only be saying that if you are a bottom that is still in touch with his masculinity. Yes, you can still be, have some feminine traits, but you need to be wanting to be a man, okay? If you are saying that a man should be attracted to you and you don't want to be a man, you have messed up the laws of attraction and you are delusional. All right? So, what he's saying is that to up the dating culture, to have more gay men in relationships and successful relationships, they need to open up their minds and be more open-minded. But that's no different from people telling people that they need to change who they are. And that's the reason why there's a standstill there. Okay? I'm going to pull up another video real quick that also kind of co-signs this. Dude is saying that he prefers to be in a versatile relationship, but as we know, versatiles tend to be single more than tops and bottoms. So check this out.
I just feel like verses just have a lot more fun than just a strict top and a strict bottom. As a verse, I personally can never be in a relationship with just a strict top or a strict bottom just because that is boring. Like, snooze fest, boring. Then on top of that, I wear a shoe size 11. So if you know, you know. You just get to do more. And I just feel like I like everything about that. Like, there's just so much more you could do. You could really have fun with each other and really enjoy each other when there's just two verses in a relationship. I just feel like verses just have a lot more fun than just a strict top and a strict bottom. I feel like as a person, like I feel like I'm like very well in tune with both my feminine and masculine energies. So it's gonna be some days where I'm gonna be, feeling more submissive, and then there's gonna be other days where I feel more dominant. But that's all like a scale that I like to fluctuate on, that I can do as an openly gay male.
All right, so first, let me just tell y'all, being versatile is no different than a top and a bottom or a straight man and a straight woman. We're all people. We're two people that have chosen to be in a relationship, which means that there's going to be things that we both going to have to do, like assert, dominate, submit, be vulnerable. We're all going to have to do that, not just one or the other based on your sexual position, none of that. 1. 2, y'all, versatile is a bedroom thing, not a relationship thing, okay? That's where I think the versatiles are losing at in relationships, because they consider, oh, we're both versatile, so that means we're automatically compatible sexually, or we're automatically compatible. But no, not really, because first of all, versatile can be in different forms. You could be the type of versatile that, yeah, you a top when you out in the hookup culture, but when you get in a relationship, now you versatile. Then it could be, yeah, I'm versatile, but I don't want to flip-flop every session. Then it could be, yeah, I am versatile, and I want to flip-flop every session. So just because y'all both versatile don't make y'all a match. That's 2, okay? 3, y'all don't have more fun. Y'all just have more options to do different things. So I feel like versatile is best for relationships, but not hookup culture. But do your thing, okay? Now, the last statement I got to make on this is when he stated that sometimes he want to be masculine energy, sometimes he want to be in flamboyant energy. Okay, the reason why y'all not working out like that is because that leaves everything up in the air. What if the day that you want to be the softer one, the more submissive one, your partner, the other versatile dude, also wants to be the soft, submissive one today. Now what? Do y'all get where I'm going with this? There's no solid foundation for a relationship that is mindseted on sexual position. Okay? We all gonna have to get to know each other as humans and go off of that specific human. Not all versatile dudes are this way. All tops are this way. All bottoms are this way. That is not existent. That is false. You need to take the time to get to know somebody, and that's how y'all gonna go off of y'all's energies and everything. But this whole, oh, I want it this way, I like it this way, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, I imagine it to be this way. That's selfish, it's narcissistic, and when y'all don't get somebody who matches what you already preconceively thought, then it's now, oh, we're not meant to be, I need to go find somebody else, and all this bullshit, when really you're trying to force someone to fit a narrative that you created in your own head. Nobody else has to adhere to that. I don't have to play a role that you wanted me to. Nobody does. It doesn't matter if he's versatile or what. People are not a monolith. You cannot think that someone is a certain way just based on a couple attributes. Because like I said, what about the day when you want to be the hard masculine one and he also wants to be the hard masculine one that wants to top? Now what? So there's no balance there. Again, at least in a top-bottom relationship, both of them know pretty much they role. They playing. It's not a role that they're playing. This is just who they are. They naturally match. They're naturally yoked. Their yin and yang naturally complements each other. That's what y'all need to be worried about. Not versatile dudes this, tops this, bottoms that. So that's the part where I agree with Carlos King when it comes to the whole relationship factor. But let's not sit here and act like it does not matter. It does matter, because if you're not compatible, you can still have a good friendship. And sometimes I think y'all can have a good relationship. As long as the two people are mature enough to step out of just sexual mindset and look at each other like humans and as best friends, and understand that even though it may not be, the sex may not be exactly how they want it, it's a lot more peaceful than the relationships that they had with people that the sex was hot and steamy. Okay, would you rather have somebody who you have good sex with, but it's not all the time, it's not, this porn scene every day, but y'all have a happy relationship, y'all get along well, y'all vibe well, y'all got similar interests, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all got best friend in each other as well? Or would you rather have somebody that you just sexually compatible with, y'all got great sex, but then that's really it? Y'all arguing all the time, fighting, it's always some drama. Yeah, when you younger, you prefer that one on the right, but when you mature, you prefer a more peaceful relationship that just, because you get to understand that you're not going to get everything that you want, all right? You may not get everything you want. However, you will learn through maturity that this person may not be perfect, but they're perfect for you, all right? That's what this is about, not getting your way all the time and everything being how you want it. Relationships take two. Even when you just having sex, if you want to talk about it like that and be on some shallow shit, sex takes two too. If all you worried about is your needs met, then you are bad in bed. The best people in bed are the pleasers, not the selfish ones. Okay? Cater to you. That's better. Not independent woman. All right? Stay by yourself if all you care about is what you want. And just find people who gonna feed your little ego and give you what you want temporarily, but just know it'll always be temporary. As long as it's gotta always be your way, it'll always be temporary. The things that last, you have to compromise on. Okay? So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. Y'all know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.